Are cracking and popping noises in joints during Thai massage sessions good or bad? Why do they happen? Are they safe or can they cause problems like arthritis? Should you crack joints in Thai massage or not? Are there any benefits to cracking joints? Stay tuned and you will get all the answers. Hi, my name is Shama Kern. I'm the founder and director of Thai Healing Massage Academy and a veteran of Thai massage work. I've often been asked by my students about cracking noises in joints. Nobody seems to be quite sure about them, so here's the story. What is joint cracking and what causes it? Well, there is no definitive answer. Many tests have been done with ultrasound, x-rays and MRIs to find the exact cause of it, but there is no conclusive agreement. Some researchers say that it's caused by the formation of a gas bubble in the synovial fluid, which lubricates the joint. Others say that it has nothing to do with gas bubbles, but that it is caused by cavitation, meaning that there is a rapid creation of a cavity in the joint when you pull on the finger, for example. Some even say that it is caused by tendons snapping over joints. So there are all kinds of theories. In most cases, it doesn't really matter so much what specifically causes it and what the exact mechanism is. However, I do pay close attention to my experience and the feedback of my clients. What really matters is this: is it safe or not? Is it beneficial or not? Does it feel good or not? I will put your mind at ease about one thing right away. Although this is what some people worry about, the cracking does not cause arthritis. All kinds of studies were done about this, and no correlation could be established between finger cracking and arthritis. So let's put the exact cause of cracking aside and let's deal with the results and possible benefits. The fact is that many Thai massage therapists in Thailand intentionally induce cracking in the joints. They specifically do that in three areas: the fingers, the toes, and the spine. You can get the fingers and toe joints to crack by pulling or snapping them, and you can get the spine to make cracking sounds by spinal twist techniques and in some other ways. In the Western world, reactions to joint cracking range from loving it to hating and fearing it. So let's look at this from all angles. First of all, not all cracks are created equal. There are different kinds of noises: cracking, popping, clicking, with different causes. Let's start with the intentional joint cracking in Thai massage. Many people in the world crack their own finger joints by bending their fingers back or forward. For some, this is a nervous habit. Others feel that it gives them some kind of release, and others just find it cool to make those cracking noises. And then there are those who are totally disgusted when they see or hear someone crack their knuckles, and they might even insist that it causes arthritis. It can be a really divisive issue, kind of like religion and politics. It doesn't matter what you say, someone will always totally disagree with you. In Thai massage, the finger cracking is generated by pulling or snapping the fingers, not by bending them, and the same goes for the toes. Let's get this one out of the way before we look into causes and reasons for or against cracking. If you gently pull the fingers or toes, and if they easily crack on their own without forcing it, then you're okay. This is harmless and some clients feel really good about it. They feel a sensation of release. However, there are those clients who hate finger cracking and who have already decided in their minds that it is a bad thing and they obviously don't like it. Some people are surprised by the cracking, some are shocked by it, and some find it delightful. So the rule is to never force it. Gentle and slow finger or toe pulling is fine and it is painless. It's a traction move which opens up joint space, and that's a good thing. If it results in cracking, fine. If not, do not try to pull harder to make it crack. Many therapists in Thailand use a quick snapping motion, like a quick yank, to get the fingers and toes to crack. That will generally produce the cracking, but it also feels kind of scary, sometimes a little painful or even violent, and I strongly advise against doing it. Gently pulling is fine, snapping and yanking is not. Even if the quick yanking is harmless, it will freak some of your clients out, so don't do it. Now let's move on to spinal cracks. In Thai massage, there are many techniques for twisting the spine, and those will often result in a cracking noise. For most people, this feels quite good, like a welcome release. But the same advice applies, which I mentioned about finger and toe cracking. Don't force the crack. If it happens naturally and easily during the spinal twist, fine. And if nothing cracks, that's fine too. We are not after the cracking, like a chiropractor, for example. It's a side effect in Thai massage, which is generally welcomed, but it's not something necessary in order for a technique to be successful. There are other ways of cracking the spine besides twisting. Those are quite similar to chiropractic techniques. There are some Thai massage therapists who are quite good at those, but not many. I personally happen to be good at one of those spinal cracking techniques, and I have had clients who insisted on getting their spine cracked every time I saw them because it gave them a big release. However, I have never taught those techniques because if you don't do them exactly right, you can cause injury. I am speaking from personal experience here. I once had an overzealous Thai massage therapist try to force a crack in a spinal twist on me, and after that I had back pain for a whole week. So the moral of the story is don't ever force cracking. Let's summarize this. The exact cause of the cracking sound is not totally clear, but those sounds are generally harmless and often feel good and releasing, provided the therapist is skilled and sensitive at doing it and does not force them. Now let's move on to other sounds like clicking and popping in joints. Millions of people occasionally experience popping or clicking in their ankles or their backs or their shoulders or their elbows or their necks. They don't try to make anything pop, it just happens all by itself. If this happens sometimes, it is normal and natural and nothing to worry about. If it happens a lot, then it can feel quite disconcerting and can make you quite nervous and wondering what is going on here. In general, if there is no pain associated with the popping or clicking, it might be and mostly is harmless. If there is pain associated with those noises, then there might be a problem. For example, there might be damage to the surfaces of the joint, or there might be shoulder instability with the shoulder slipping in and out of the joint. That tends to happen with people who are hypermobile. You can often tell just by looking at their legs and arms. If someone is lying on their back and you lift the feet up and the knees are hanging through, that's a sign of hypermobility. The same goes for people whose elbow joints don't lock at 180 degrees, but they bend to an even higher degree. If you as a Thai massage therapist notice such hypermobility, you have to be very careful or totally avoid traction moves like pulling on the arm. Sometimes this shoulder instability is accompanied by clicking noises. If there is clicking and hypermobility, that's a red flag, and you need to be very careful not to yank someone's arm out of their shoulder. Then there are clicking noises in the ankle joint area. Those feel and sound like marbles rolling around in there. Often such people have very sensitive ankles, and any strong twisting techniques will easily cause them pain. And then there are clicking and popping noises in the neck or in the cervical spine more precisely. They can feel uncomfortable and irritating. There are two ways to deal with this. One is a chiropractic type adjustment where one or two big cracks kind of reset the vertebrae. The other way is to do soft tissue manipulation and gentle stretches to relieve this condition. So all this is not meant to be the final word on cracking. They're just some thoughts which I can offer you based on my experience as a long-time Thai massage therapist. My final word of advice in regards to cracking is this: if in doubt, stay out. Never try to force cracking. Accept naturally occurring and non-forced cracks during Thai massage work as a harmless and often releasing phenomenon.